The fig tree and generational timelines in prophecy. The parable of the fig tree, found in Matthew 24:32-35, Mark 13:28-31, and Luke 21:29-33. These are crucial end-time prophecy spoken by Jesus. He says, "This parable has deep prophetic significance concerning Israel, time cycles, and generational patterns. Let's break it down in connection with biblical generations, the Jubilee cycle, and the modern fulfillment of prophecy." 1. Israel as the fig tree. In the Bible, Israel is symbolized as a fig tree. Jeremiah 24:1-10, Hosea 9:10. The budding of the fig tree represents the restoration of Israel as a nation. This prophecy was fulfilled in 1948 when Israel became a sovereign state after nearly 2,000 years of exile. 2. The generational timelines and prophetic patterns. Biblical prophecy often follows specific generational patterns. Let's examine how different generational spans relate to Israel's modern history. A. The 40-year generation, the wilderness experience. In Numbers 14:33-34, a generation was 40 years, representing the Israelites' time in the wilderness before entering the Promised Land. If we apply this to Israel's rebirth in 1948, adding 40 years, brings us to 1988, a year many watchers speculated about regarding the end times, though it did not mark the second coming. B. The 50-year Jubilee cycle. Leviticus 25. The Jubilee cycle in Leviticus 25 spans 50 years, where debts are forgiven and land is restored. If we apply this from 1917, Balfour Declaration, the legal return of Jews to their land, adding 50 years brings us to 1967, when Jerusalem was recaptured in the Six-Day War. Another 50-year cycle from 1967 brings us to 2017, the year when Jerusalem was officially recognized as Israel's capital by the U.S. This marks a significant prophetic milestone. See the 37-year judgment pattern. The destruction of Jerusalem in 70 AD occurred 37 years after Jesus' crucifixion, around 33 AD. If we apply this pattern to modern Israel, counting 37 years, from 1948 leads to 1985, a year of major conflicts and shifts in the Middle East, but not a definitive end-time event. To the 70-year generation, a complete cycle. Psalm 90:10 defines a generation as 70-80 years. From 1948, adding 70 years brings us to 2018, a year following 2017, when the world officially recognized Jerusalem as Israel's capital. Jesus said in Matthew 24:34 that this generation would not pass until all things are fulfilled, pointing to the final countdown. 3. The prophetic meaning of 2017 and Jerusalem's recognition. 2017 marked the 50-year Jubilee from 1967, the recapturing of Jerusalem. It also marked 70 years since 1947, when the UN voted for Israel's partition, leading to its 1948 statehood. On December 6, 2017, the U.S. recognized Jerusalem as the capital of Israel, fulfilling Zechariah 12:3's prophecy that Jerusalem would be a cup of trembling to the nations. For what this means for the end times. The fig tree, Israel, has budded, signaling that we are in the final generation.